Today I'll be tying my RiverKeeper Callibaetis Emerger. It's a fly I developed a few years ago, and it's used to imitate the Callibaetis mayfly that's just on the surface and the wings are starting to come out, still attached to the shuck of the nymph. I'll tie these in anywhere from a size 12 to 16. I have a size 14 today. You can just use the standard dry fly hook. I happen to be using, looks like it fell off my bench, so I'm just using a Daiichi 1180 size 14 and some 8/0 uni tan thread, rusty dun thread. I like to start behind the eye of the hook, and I'll proceed down about 1/3 of the way. Trim. The tail uses some wood duck. These fibers just look really fishy. It looks very similar to what the nymph is. So I'll pull off a few of these. Have the ends that are the same length. I want about the length of the body. I'll take a soft wrap and just proceed down and stop above the barb. Trim off the butt ends and use a small piece of copper wire. I'm about done with these. I have some pulled out already. I like to make a soft wrap and tie it in on the opposite side of the hook for me. For the dubbing, super fine Callibaetis color dubbing. And I'm just applying the dubbing. I'm squeezing, going one direction, which is clockwise. It's about the same taper all the way down, so I create my taper by going back and forth. I'll hold the copper wire away from me, go down to where it's right at the bend of the hook and start forward. These are relatively small diameter mayflies, so I don't want to get too much. Don't want to get it too thick. So we're about 2 eye lengths behind the eye of the hook. And now I'll create my rib, and that just creates some segmentation. Finish, hold the wire up, make 3 or 4 wraps, and then 1 wrap in front, and that prevents it from slipping off. We'll helicopter. And the last part is the wing. I'm just using some CDC. This happens to be Trout Hunter, caddis tan, but any tan color or brown, light brown. And you'll find a few different styles of CDC feathers in these. So this is more rounded. Here's one that is, one I'm going to use today is more flat. So it's just not quite as round. And I'll find 2 of those feathers and we'll put them together, one on top of the other. I'll pull my fingers back, get all the fibers I can, move them back and forth in my thumb and forefinger and align the feathers. And then I'll hold them with my finger on the hook so I can measure it. I want it about the length of the body, perhaps a little bit shorter than that. And I'll take a soft wrap and bind it down. Come in here, lift up the butt ends, and we'll prepare to trim. flatten my thread, create a nice head, and whip finish. You can tie these really quick, and they're designed just to sit in the surface film. Callibaetis, once they hatch, they just pop off the water. It doesn't take them long at all. So when one of them is crippled, still in the shuck a little bit, the fish like that. So I use a little bit of frog's fanny on that once it gets wet. It's a desiccant that has a brush, which is why I like that. But that's been a really effective fly for me. The fly pattern sheet will be, a link will be in the description below. And please like and subscribe to my RiverKeeper Fly YouTube channel. And I'll also have a link to my RiverKeeper Flies website. Thanks so much.